ComixWatch. ComixWatch. ComixWatch.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of ComixWatch. We're back from our hiatus. I had a lot of crap to take care of, so something had to go, so ComixWatch was it. So I am Nick, master of the ceremonies, and this grumpy fellow is Jared from Comics League. He's grumpy because right before I hit the button to record, I said some really nasty crap.
And yeah, so it was that combined with the fact that we got a certain reveal at the time of this recording that didn't go over well.
Which by the time this episode goes live, we see, this is how crazy like recording is. So by the time this episode goes live on Wednesday, you have already seen the rant we're gonna do that I'm gonna release on Monday, because we're recording this on Monday. So you guys have seen something we haven't even recorded yet. So how do we do? Please let us know in the comments. I just the whole mind time fracture thing is crazy. So speaking of crappy suits, crappy comics, and just general shenanigans, today I thought we could review something that definitely got people talking.
Oh yeah,
Jared, I feel like an all-star.
Yeah.
So today we are talking about All-Star Batman and Robin, otherwise known as that one time where Batman had sex.
Wait, you didn't do the entire title. It's All-Star Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder.
Whatever Jared said, otherwise known as that one time that Batman had sex with Black Canary on the docks.
And you all know the saying goes, "I'm the goddamn Batman."
Oh, so this was written by Frank Miller, drawn by Jim Lee. You'd think it would be an all-star team.
The art's great. The art's great. Don't get me wrong.
Jim Lee did his part. Let's just say that. And this is definitely a Frank Miller book. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So we have it right here, and yeah, that I love like the highlight. Just Jim Lee has some of the cleanest art in comics, I've got to say.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I'll skip through this.
And no, go back. So we start off with like one more page back. There we go. You keep.
Yeah, this is where we start.
Yes, we're starting with the big G himself, Richard Grayson. I'm trying not to get too content moderated here. He's flying through the air with the greatest of ease, and yeah, it's just a really good panel. What do you think, Jared?
Yeah, it's really good. It's very Jim Lee does flying characters really well. He should do a Justice League book at some point. Hint. Maybe it's where two of the members start dating, which is infinitely better than a certain mousy reporter.
You know, I bet if you ask Jim Lee his opinions on the matter, which, by the way, if you ever meet Jim Lee again,
I'm so gonna ask him that. Are you kidding me?
Not only that, you're gonna record it, and that's gonna be the intro to Superwonder Legacy.
That'll be an intro, yeah. So I love this book. So it starts off with, it's talking about Dick Grayson. He's talking about flying. And then it cuts to Vicky Vale in her brawn panties.
I mean, it's a good image.
It's a very good image. And again, Jim Lee drawing hot women at a time, because this is post Wildstorm and all that, because Wildstorm had just been bought by DC. So this is kind of his thing. And yeah,
I gotta be honest. Jim Lee kind of draws Vicky Vale like a Mike Turner woman. Like it kind of has like a Mike, like Jim Lee and Mike Turner are very different artists. But Mike Turner always had a certain way he drew women, and it seems like Jim is doing like his version of a Mike Turner woman.
Like here's a Michael Turner.
All right, let me highlight you, sir. Yeah, the thing I like, just a quick aside about Mike Turner. The thing I like about him is Mike Turner is very good about exaggerating proportions, but still making it look natural. Like his proportions are very exaggerated, but they still look like, okay, I can imagine that being an actual woman.
Yeah, exactly. And then we continue on. We get some nice shadowy images.
Ooh-hoo!
And then
all right. Oh, wait. No, go back. I have a comment. One more, sir.
I'm sure you have
all
a
right.
comment.
She got a great ass.
Yeah, exactly. So then she
They
goes
knew
on
what
a
they
date.
were doing.
Alfred shows up and goes, Master Wayne would like to take you out on a date, kind sir. If you would join him for a date, the circus.
Also, can we just like comment on Bruce Wayne? Bruce Wayne is the only man. Well, there's probably other men, but like can just like show up at a woman's door and say, "All right, we're going on a date." Not only does the woman do it, she's very excited to do so.
Unless she's Wonder Woman. Suck it, Bruce Timm. I had to. Sorry, I had to.
Okay,
you were setting me up so well for that.
Jared, you need to actually do if for Athena Power Princess, like your Batman character, like shows up to Athena's apartment to ask her on a date, and she says no.
No, he'll knock on the door and I'll homage a famous Starfire image of like Atlas opens the door shirtless.
No,
you know the panel I'm talking about.
Shirtless, just in his boxers.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, with this, so she shows up. I wonder if Frank was inspired by Batman Forever, because didn't Batman take Vale out on a date to the circus and the same thing with
You
Grayson?
are half correct. So Vicky Vale was in Batman '89, and the woman you're thinking of is Dr. Chase Meridian. God, I'm a nerd. God, I'm like played by Nicole
Nerd.
I gotta get what? No, and it's even like no. Batman has even more riz than Batman Forever. It's like, oh, I've got to get you out. Get out of those clothes, Doctor. And it is something black. Tell me, do you like the circus? Oh,
I also like this. This was something that Jim Lee would use in Hush. The way he uses a lighter like strokes to show like past motion. So he's communicating motion on a panel.
Which, by the way, that's also something that Scott McDaniel was very good at in his art.
Yeah, exactly. And
remember,
cool
we did comment on that, like the very first episode of this show when we reviewed Nightwing Volume 1. We did mention that. So,
apologies. The DCU sometimes does this. So everyone's so happy. Oh, the Graysons! They pulled off this trick. Bum. They both get killed. And they're right there. And then a certain crazy guy named Bruce Wayne was in there, and he yells, "I'm Batman!" Oh no, that was in the movie.
Harvey, I'm like, oh my god.
How does no one next to him hear that? But anyway,
I mean, everyone's so concentrated on like everything else going on. It's understandable.
Yeah, so the cops in this are clearly corrupt because they're talking about beating up a journalist because she was asking questions on where they're taking Grayson. And this is where the book starts to get
modern
really crazy.
day.
This is where the book gets really crazy. Because so
wait, pause for a second.
Yeah.
Go to the last page, please. Where the cops are harassing Vicky Vale. I want to compliment Jim. Next one, please. Next page. This one, perfect. Can you zoom in a little bit? And Hans,
on which panel?
Hans. Panel 1. Just show the top third of the panel, please.
Okay.
I love the lighting on this book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is kind of more of like a colorist thing. One thing I've always loved about like Jim Lee's art, just all like it kind of in a package. I think this is kind of more of a colorist and inking thing, but the skin always looks really good.
I'll tell you why. Because Jim Lee always has two guys that he works with, and that's Scott Williams and Alex Sinclair. They worked on him. They worked with him on Hush. They worked on him with Justice League and the New 52. That's why when you have an art team that's been together for as long as these guys have, you know how to properly accentuate people's work.
Exactly. Like, look at Vicky Vale's nose. This is a compliment to the inker right here. Zoom in on that schnoz, please. Just like the lines that they use and like the subtle shading really help like show like the shape of her nose. That was not something that Jim Lee really put in. It's really more of an inker and colorist thing.
And I'm gonna tell you this.
I honestly believe inkers and colorists do not get the respect they deserve.
No, they do not.
In general comics discourse. So one of the purposes of this show, when we're reviewing comics, is to give some credit to like the colorist inkers. Because Jim Lee's a great artist. He doesn't need any more compliments. So.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is an absolute statement. And normally I don't make those, but I think in this one it's accurate. Jim Lee has never drawn an unattractive woman.
Unless he
intentionality doesn't count. What I mean is he's never unintentionally drawn an ugly woman.
We should have Jim Lee try and
I could afford to commission Jim Lee to draw Athena, you better believe I would do that. Can you imagine if I could get a Jim Lee cover?
No, even better. He's homaging the cover. You know which cover I'm talking about.
Yeah, probably nice. But anyway, so this is where the book gets crazy. So the cops take Dick Grayson and drive off, and Vale is like suspicious. So she gets into Bruce Wayne's town car, flies off, and there's Alfred going, oh, wait, hang on. And then the bats from Batman Begins show up.
No. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are you doing? Calling for? Back up.
Yeah, and then the bats show up and attack the cops, and then the Batmobile just rams into the car.
I love go. I love this image. This is so great. This is so beautiful because it takes a very talented comic artist. Okay, this is where I'm going to praise Jim Lee because this is a Jim Lee thing. George Perez is also really good at this. It takes a very talented artist to draw these very chaotic shots and still have them look clear.
There's order in the chaos, in other words. And yeah, you are right. Some artists can't do that, but like Jim Lee, Phil Jimenez,
George
Perez can definitely do that. And I love this image. You've just been drafted into a war.
That is like the most Frank Miller way of handling the situation. That is like if you showed someone this panel and you asked them who wrote it, I'd say 6 or 8 out of 10 people would say Frank Miller because that is like very.
And then we get to issue 2, and by apologies, DCU sometimes does this when it just restarts. Let me get there. And so this issue is when it was when the issue when the book gets memed, and you know what I'm leading up to, Nick. So
yeah.
Basically, Batman is driving away.
Go back one page, please.
Oh, yeah.
This is another page. Also, he's chasing the White Rabbit. I don't know if you saw that thing. It's another, like, very chaotic, very stylized. Can you zoom in on Hans? I love the stylization of it. It's just a beautiful panel. Like, this is kind of one of those things where if I could have the bear art on my wall, I would actually do it because it's just beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. So then Batman knocks out a 12-year-old kid.
I mean, at least he's using sleeping gas. Mm-hmm. So
Alfred, obviously being a field surgeon, is helping tend to Vicky Vale's wounds.
Also, can I just say, Alfred be buff. Like,
yeah, I know. They drew a really
that guy
buff
lives.
Alfred. Look at Vale too.
Oh, zoom in on that last panel. When you see it. Oh wow! Like, I love it because like, even though she's got stuff on her face, she's still beautiful.
Do you know why he's able to do this? Do you know what Jim Lee was gonna do before he was an artist?
What?
He was studying to become a doctor, and he was studying anatomy pretty closely.
I was just gonna say he's in a happy marriage, but you know
That too, but I'm saying
he had
no
plenty of
doubt.
research into this kind of thing.
Yeah, no doubt he
I'm
knows how to
steering
make
the
this
line
look
so
good.
badly right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then she's like, I saw it all. Batman kidnapped a kid. And then she like falls. And then again, I love this image right here too. Just look at that.
Oh wow! Like, look at Alfred though. Like, dude is buff.
Alfred is yoked. And then we cut to the Batmobile. And I like how the guy's like, sleep tight. So Batman is being very creepy right now. He's like, holy hell, or the next best thing. So sleep tight, punk. Sleep tight, my ward. And then Dick Grayson goes, what the hell's a ward? And the Batman goes, shut up, I'll do the talking here.
I'm sorry, Frank Miller is just getting like, it's like I have 10 years of stored up edge, and they just poured it all into this comic.
All right, here's the moment that will get memed, and here's the funny part about this. Frank, in the later issues, you'll notice this. He starts to repeat this as an FU to the people who are making fun of this. So he goes, so Grayson goes, who the hell are you anyway, giving orders like this? So Batman goes, what are you, dense? Are you R-word or something? Who the hell do you think I am? I'm the goddamn Batman.
I mean,
and people made fun of that. And then later on, he'll have Batman always say, I'm the goddamn Batman in the issues.
You gotta give some respect for Frank Miller for not backing down. Like, you can hate the whole thing, but part of me kind of respects the balls on this dude.
I swear, it'd be kind of funny if we got the Ben Affleck movie. You know how every Batman's supposed to have an I'm Batman moment? I would love if Affleck's was I'm the goddamn Batman.
And Affleck would be the one to say that. So
it's the Frank Miller Batman. So there you go. That kind of works.
Yeah.
And then so they're being chased by the cops. And then apparently, I love how this Batman also laughs. He's like, just watch, kiddo. This is going to be great. And then
also, this is clearly inspired. This Batmobile is clearly the Batman Forever Batmobile.
Yeah, and then it rams through the cop cars, and he's laughing. He goes, hit it full out, no ceiling. And then it transforms
look at the
into
smile
a jet.
on that guy's face.
Yeah, I love that. And again,
Transformers, Batmobiles in disguise.
Batformers. And again, it's essentially like Order Out of Chaos, like we showed with like Jim Lee. And I like it when a page is colored to a degree that it looks like it's glowing and you can kind of feel the heat.
Yeah, the fire, like
Alex Sinclair, man.
You don't see fire like that very often in the comics. This is some very good-looking fire.
Yeah, exactly. And then he flies around. And then I like where Dick Grayson's like, the braziers were splashed all over my feet. What's happening? This is crazy. The Batman just smacks him.
Here, use the bat puke bag.
Yeah, actually, in the Tom King run, it's established he has a bucket with the bat on it. So then, sometimes this happens where it helps to like reload the page.
It's okay, my friend. It's
technical difficulties. It happens to 1 in 5 comic book readers.
Yes, I know it's happening to you right now, sir.
The minute you can go through an episode without having an old man moment, then you can be chipper.
Well, I'm doing pretty good so far, so let's see what happens.
We'll see. And so then we get Batman's like inner monologue, and here's the thing. This Batman kind of gets like a bad rep of being, I'm gonna say it, batshit crazy. But the thing about this, yeah, I know. But here's the interesting thing when you look at this, because Britt and I actually analyzed this book on the show. The thing about this is that, first off, this is a younger, this is Batman near the beginning of his career. It's not year 1 Batman, but it's
I think
close
they said it's
to
like
the
year
beginning.
3, year 2 or 3.
Year 2 or 3. So, yeah, and this is kind of, actually, you know what's a good analogy for this? This is a Batman that's not used to depending on people, because this is the first time he's had a Robin or a Ward. So you can make the argument kind of like with the Robert Pattinson Batman that he doesn't like know how to work with people. But so then we get this. I like how Frank does like he's doing straight up 16 panel grids.
As a comic book creator myself, let me just say that 16 panels and making them work is legit insane.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go through these, and then we get to episode 3 with Black Canary.
Woo!
And I will say I love this design for Dinah.
Oh,
As a Black Canary fanboy myself, I love this design for Dinah. So then we cut to it. So Dinah works at a bar called Black Canary, and these are just her work clothes. And I love how, speaking of female rear ends, the first image we have of Black Canary.
All right. I gotta say it again.
Enhance?
He got a great ash.
Should I enhance?
Zoom in. Enhance.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, yes.
And then again, Jim Lee doesn't draw unattractive women. Dinah looks gorgeous.
Oh, I love like the hair flowing, the mask, the lip.
Jim Lee does hair so well.
By the way, I do not apologize for how horny this episode is.
Look at that. Look at that. And I like, so she's being hit on by all the guys at the bar.
Oh no, go back one. Also, I love how they're using the firecracker as like a timer thing.
Yeah, it's a timer. There's only so much that she can take.
No. I love that, like the single page splash, brother. Keep it on there, please.
Yes.
All right, go back one. Yes. This is another one where if I could just have this art and hang up on my wall, I would, because this is pinup worthy. That's pinup worthy right there.
This is phone wallpaper worthy. So then it gets larger, and then as soon as the thing explodes, again, this looks practically 3D.
Yeah.
If this were a Robert Rodriguez movie, there'd be teeth flying at the screen right now.
Okay. I gotta say this. She got legs, and she know how to use them.
And then she like kicks everyone's ass. She kicks so much ass.
Oh yeah.
Like what? Again, it's really high energy art, and that's why I appreciate it. That's why I have it.
But yeah, just like reasons. It's just. For me, I'm very much a face guy, so I'm a sucker for a beautiful face. And god damn, this woman was just smirking and just like.
And then she just kicks the guy out the window, gets on her bike, and just rolls out.
I really love superheroes on motorcycles.
Dinah specific, Nick. They did a book called Gotham City Garage. All right. This was so the way this story came about is because they had a line of statues that was like all of the DC women as biker chicks, but they turned it into an actual comic book, and it is awesome.
I think I need to look up that for research purposes. But I really like superheroes on motorcycles. I really like superheroes on motorcycles.
Oh, it's not like you do one that's on a motorcycle. So
I mean, it's not like that was the entire point of the joke.
Yeah, and then Batman and Robin are still flying in the jet. That's the funny thing about this. When you think of the time passage, they've been in this plane for like 12 hours.
I love Robin's face. Like, please let us stop.
He goes to the Aqualum, and then Robin goes, Aqualum, what the hell are you talking about? I love Batman trying to impress Dick Grayson, but Dick Grayson's not impressed. Oh, god damn it.
You didn't see that coming?
Oh, that was a perfect drop right there.
Okay, moving the thing again. I think it happens when you stay on a page too long.
DC, please fix your shit. Please fix your shit.
All right. So what happens is now the Batmobile can also turn into a submarine. Oh, I love where he goes, you still haven't, Robin goes, so what do you call this thing anyway? And then Batman goes, the Batmobile. And then Robin says, that is totally queer. And then Batman goes, shut up. This was so written by Frank Miller.
That would never be done today.
No. So they show, and then here's the funny part. So then we cut to Metropolis 15 hours ago. So they've been in that car for 15 hours.
I mean, not necessarily, but yeah,
But he's already on the milk carton. That's the thing. Like, he's missing.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah, and I love where so Superman just blasts heat vision through the newspaper. And he goes, God damn it, Bruce.
Bat napped.
Yeah, and then all right, there's Superman, and then episode 4. All right, so this is the funny part of 4.
I love that Bat Flame cover. That is really nice.
That is really nice. So then we cut to Vicky Vale, and she is like really getting messed up because like she was near a car when it exploded.
Not having a good time, it seems.
They enter into the Batcave. Now look at this. They arrive at the Batcave, and this does not give you the proper scale. So, all right. This is how big the fold-out is. Hang on.
All right,
so here's the fold-out, right? Here's the fold-out, right? Wrong. That is the page.
The fuck?
I know. Is that excessive? I had to do that because that does not give you the proper scale.
All right, so we need to make the cliche joke. So, Jim Lee, how big are you planning on making the Batcave?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's kind of cool because you can kind of see all the Batmobiles. You kind of see the Bat Tank on repair, being built from Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, isn't there like I think the '89 Batmobile is in there somewhere or something?
Somewhere in the back, I think. There's the Forever Batmobile. There's the 66 Batmobile.
Zoom in, enhance. All right, a little more.
No, it's as zoomed in as I can get.
Okay. I'm trying to see here. So
here's, I think, the Batman Forever mobile.
Close, pretty close.
66 is here. I think this is the animated series one.
Possibly. Yeah, there's some that are a bit obscured.
But
yeah.
Anyway, that's how excessive this page is.
Jim Lee certainly had his fun. That's
yes,
sure.
Well, you have Jim Lee. Of course, he can draw this. So what I like is really funny is that so Batman goes, "What do you think, Junior? Isn't this cool?" And then Dick Grayson goes, "Yeah, I guess it's okay. I mean, I've seen better, but I guess it's okay." Then Batman goes,
"Oh my god, I love how they made Richard such a little shit in this one."
I love it. I love it. Welcome home, Dick Grayson.
Oh, I mean, he's essentially Jason Todd, but still.
I love where he's also touching all the buttons in the Batmobile and they make a boop sound. So he goes, boop.
Yes.
Batman, and so Alfred calls Batman and goes, okay, so Vale is going to die unless she gets like this heart surgery, but the heart surgeon's all the way in like Europe. So Batman calls Superman and says, you're going to bring this surgeon over or I'm going to tell everyone you're Clark Kent.
It's like, Bruce, please stop doing this. Why? Because it works every time.
And this is the funniest part because he goes, he's blasting Superman. He goes, he doesn't even know he can fly yet, but I do. And I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Because he's the goddamn Batman. That's how.
Prep time? Is it prep time?
Because he's the goddamn Batman, Nick.
I hacked into Brainiac's ship without him knowing and downloaded all of Kryptonian physiological records. Yes, I can hack Brainiac. Because I'm a god, my man.
And then again, we have this nice moment where like he essentially it's where like Dick Grayson basically tells him, yeah, I'm all caked and stuff. I still have blood on me. And then Batman reflects upon the Waynes being killed. See, there's moments of genius in this crazy ass book.
I mean, that's Frank Miller in a nutshell. Cringe with moments of genius. If you could like distill Frank Miller's career into a single phrase, that would be it.
Yeah, and then we cut to oh yes, this is
we cut to the only reason Jared agreed to do this review.
all right. So then we cut to Wonder Woman, and this is the funny part. She goes, "Out of my way, sperm bank." Now, when Britt and I talked about this is what we said. This is Batman's perspective on what the Justice League is. So in other words, these characters aren't really like this.
I really like this look for Wonder Woman, like the whole like trench coat kind of thing. It kind of works for her.
And I kind of like how her tiara has that nose covering.
Yeah. Looks a little sparkly.
And we get more views of Frank's very fine Wonder Woman. If you notice, the design is very much inspired by the original Marston design for Wonder Woman in terms of like the skirt and the bustier.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
And then I like how she shows up. She goes, "Gentlemen, what are we going to do about Batman?" And then she's like, "You guys make me sick. I told you we should have just killed the guy."
I love how this is such an early Justice League. They have to meet in a sewer.
Yeah, and like Plastic Man is like, "Okay, here comes Big Blue roar," and then Wonder Woman goes, "Shut up." And she goes, "And you call yourself a Superman, but you comport with these ads." So she's berating him. She basically goes, "You make me sick." And then Superman stamps the ground and goes, "Damn you and your Amazon arrogance. You don't know anything." And this is my world. These are my people. These are my rules. If you commit murder on my land, you'll pay for it with your with your own precious Amazon blood.
Oh my god, I love this.
And Wonder Woman goes,
I gotta say, I low-key love this version of Superman. I'm not sorry.
And then when the Plastic Man's the kite in the corner, he goes, "Now you're talking, dude. Now you're talking. Eat floor, queen bee." I freaking love this book for the entertainment value. Can you imagine if this was with the Justice League in the movies?
Imagine Henry saying that to Gal.
He wouldn't. He's too nice. And I love where Wonder Woman goes, "You bastard! You bastard! I hate your guts. I hate your guts. You make me sick." And then Plastic Man goes, "Here it comes, girls and girls. Wait, here it comes, boys and girls. DEFCON 1." And then it's like, "Shut up." Then she spits on Superman. Goes, "You make me sick."
And then
they make out. That's the next panel.
And thus Jared loved this comic just because.
Wait, and look at Plastic Man. He turns into a Valentine's Day balloon. He goes, "Get a room," and she goes, "Shut up. You boys go and give it your best shot. After that, it's up to me."
Jared, okay, I gotta ask you a question. Okay, I'm being serious here. As the expert on all things Super Wonder, what is your opinion on this scene? What is your opinion on this pairing? I need your expert opinion here. I'm being serious.
The dialogue is hilarious in this. Like, we just
in like the best way possible.
In like the best way possible. It's very Frank Miller. I'm not the biggest fan of like their fighting. She goes, "You make me sick," and they just make out. But
I mean, to be fair, a lot of couples do act like that.
Yeah, which I think that's what he's going for. I love Superman's last line. "She's a really nice girl."
Which, let's be honest, that is like the most Superman
that is the Superman thing to do. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I just love Plastic Man turning into a heart-shaped balloon with a big smile. But yeah, so in that, I'm like, let me put it this way. They mellow out when you get to DK3. Let me put it to you that way. They act more consistently like Superman and Wonder Woman and not a-holes. But again, when Britt brought this up to me, she goes, "You can kind of take this as just, this is what Batman thinks the Justice League talk like."
I mean, that's one way to interpret it, I guess.
That's why I'm not totally like, this sucks. But I will say the dialogue is the best ever. I just love this. I love this. I love this. Wait. real quick. Here's our transition to Batman. The Justice League of America. For now, they are creatures of accident and destiny, each seeking their own way to truth, to justice. Right this moment, it seems there's only one man standing in their way.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna say this. This is kind of preview our final thoughts. This book transcends being bad. It transcends being so bad it's good. It's so bad it's amazing.
By the way, watch. Remember I told you Frank references the goddamn Batman? Right here he has Batman say, I love being the goddamn Batman.
Oh my god. Like this is so bad. It loops past all bad and just kind of somehow it loops right around to being good again.
So now for time purposes, how about we skip around to fun moments?
There's one moment we have to cover.
Yes, we're gonna cover the Black Canary moment. Oh my god.
Also the yellow paint scene we have.
Yes, we're gonna do that one. By the way, I will say
the rat one. The Batgirl scene. Cover that.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I like this Batgirl design.
I do too, and I kind of like this setup. Obviously this is like year one is canon to this story. Because they reference Sarah Essen and whatnot.
Yeah, it is. All of Frank Miller's, but year one is kind of interesting because it was made as an in-continuity origin for Batman, but it also applies here because Frank considers all of his DC work, all of his Batman work in one continuity.
Okay.
So it kind of works two ways. But again, I love this back. I like the black and yellow look.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I would say even if you turn the black purple, it still would work.
And then
I don't know what it is about superheroes with a purple and yellow color scheme. They just look really good.
Yeah, it's a screeching fact. I'll give you that. So then so Jimmy Olsen is bringing flowers to Vicky Vale, and Bruce Wayne has
Simp.
And then the funny part is that he gets her. Essentially, he's like he's essentially standing there as he's changing, and you can see him. He's kind of peeking.
Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate they drew a butt print on to the hospital gown. I don't know if you've ever worn those. Look, those are very loose. The fact that they had that. Thank you.
So then Batman lights people on fire, makes out with Black Canary, and
No. Let's go back one. We are reading this panel, so zoom in on the front.
Oh
panel.
God!
We're doing this proper. I'm actually gonna read it.
You can be Batman, more, please. Black Canary.
You're gonna be Black Canary. All right, let me just full screen review on my part. Blurg! Sleep tight, princess, and don't you go messing with any other Gotham City girls. I won't. I swear.
Has anyone ever told you, my good man, that you are totally hot? Wait.
Oh yes.
I can pick that up. Yeah.
Not for the last few days, no.
Consider yourself told.
Her tongue's a bit sandy. She's a smoker. Cigars. Cuban. I haven't kissed a smoker in weeks. Not since Selena.
And then as the bodies are burning, we keep our masks on.
No. I
already said it.
No. Zoom in, please, sir. All right, scroll up.
I did scroll up.
We keep our masks on. It's better that way. By the way, this is the thumbnail for this episode right here.
Oh, good Lord. Well, that's a good thumbnail.
All
And-
right. We'll finish this page out.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about this. Another goddamn Batman reference.
All right. Zoom in, please, sir.
I want it to be a surprise of what I'm going to read. So read your lines.
Need a ride home in this rain. Just freeze yourself to death on that Harley.
So Black Canary says, you got a car? You're the goddamn Batman and you need a goddamn car.
Oh. The art is beautiful. The art in this is beautiful.
Oh
Just
God.
trying to bring some positivity here.
And then let me see. I'm getting to other parts of
Rats.
this.
We need the rat scene.
Let me find the right one. Oh yeah, here's the rat. Hang on, it's loading. It's loading.
And the yellow paint scene, we're gonna read that one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It skipped all the way to the beginning. DC, fix your stuff. This is almost
DC, fix your shit. DC, fix your shit.
Oh no, this is not this. Essentially, Batman brings to Robin the guy that killed his parents. This is the rat part. We do get to see the Joker though have sex with a lawyer and then strangle her.
Yeah, and then also the Joker's look. I do have to say though, the lawyer, she looks hella. Oh no.
Yeah,
no,
I skipped it. I skipped it. Don't worry. Oh, here's the rat part. I think so. He rolls out, and then I'm trying to find the rat part. Oh, here's the Green Lantern part. And
all right, just do the yellow paint then. It's fine.
Yeah. So, for those of you that don't know, I have to establish context for this. Green Lantern's original weakness, Hal Jordan, was he was weak to the color yellow. They never explained it. So, to fight Green Lantern, Batman has painted an entire room yellow.
All right.
This is great. Wait. Batman goes, care for a glass of lemonade.
All right, I'm gonna read this whole thing.
This
You're
whole
Robin,
thing?
sir. All right, just scroll on the first panel, on the top of the first panel. Okay. I don't know about this yellow hang-up of his. Seems to me the Guardians of the Universe could have whipped up the ultimate weapon that was colorblind in their sleep. Maybe it's a phobia of his or something. I would know. I'm no shrink. Can impress the hell out of me after I showed him the paint cans and roller. Sure, he bellyached every minute and quit being the boy wonder 8 times, but it finished the job with nearly an hour to spare.
There's child labor laws about this sort of thing. This is exploitation of a minor. How'd you like me to sex some fat bureaucrat on your ass, big guy? I bet I don't think I won't. Don't think I won't.
Fast hands, my little Robin.
Oh God, that's where Gotham Knights got it from. Thanks a lot, Frank. Yeah, the pipes. I heard you the first time. You even got a few dozen yellow roaches skittering around this place of yours, thanks to my diligence.
Fast hands, big mouth. All right, you can be Green Lantern, sir.
I don't think you realize how serious a situation this is, how much danger you're in. A lot of people want you brought down, or worse, you're up against some unspeakable power.
Oh, I find that power plenty speakable, Hal. There's parent groups, there's the mafia, and just about every East Coast street game. There's a civil rights contingent, the cops, the mayor, Kotaku, IGN, Eurogamer, Alyssa Mercante. They all want me dead. Sorry, that's my own little addition there.
Oh God, I just read something that is like, oh my gosh. Can I please read the last paragraph? Please.
Go ahead.
Okay, wait. Then there's you and that little joy luck club you're putting together. Wait for it. 4 of you by my count. The Wicked Witch of Lesbos Island. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
The last candy pants of a blown up planet, a shape changer, whose nuttier than a fruitcake. Oh my god! And you, master of the giant green egg beater, when you're not plagued by a certain primary color. Care for a glass of lemonade?
We're not trying to shut you down. We just want you to amend your methods. Lower your profile. Maybe do a little community service here and there. The fact is you're
doesn't
scaring
rescue
people.
kittens from trees.
The fact is you're scaring people.
That's good. That's the entire part of being the goddamn Batman.
Oh God.
Refreshing. Refreshing.
Yeah. He goes,
Sure.
sure. Yeah. Here you go.
Sure. I'm scaring people. I want lemonade now.
I kind of do too, right? Isn't that funny? I may have some after this.
I may too. I may go and grab some.
Are we going to read this entire thing?
No.
We
The
got
joke has
point.
been said. We've done the joke. It's fine.
And you know what's kind of funny? They kind of played off like this is not Hal Jordan's like weakness, and this is just Batman being crazy. Like he's not weak to yellow in this universe.
Yeah, just the way that Hal's acting. He's like, all right, I'm trying not to acknowledge that he's covered everything in yellow. I'm trying to be the adult here and failing miserably.
And then we get the moment that I think makes this book tolerable. So Green Lantern punches Batman a lot, and then, God damn it, it fades to black.
DC, fix your shit. DC, fix your shit. Sorry, I'm just going to do that every time it happens.
Oh, here we go. So watch this. So he goes, you kidnapped a kid. And then Batman's like, no, I didn't. It was all over the papers. And then he had Robin go in front of the news media saying, oh, yeah, it was really scary. But anyway, Batman's really scary. He was about 10 feet tall, and he's got hair all over, and he's got big ears.
And apparently I walked him in on the shower, and he's got like a 10-foot, bat schlong.
You could say I was really damned. I had to. So Green Lantern and Batman fight.
He looks so done. He looks so done.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done with this. So then they actually fight, but Batman actually slipped the ring off his finger.
I wonder if they'll ever reference this in a certain animated movie.
Yeah, and then Batman puts the ring in a compartment. And then it's kind of funny. At one point in this, Batman goes, oh, I love the things I could do with that ring. There might be a few problems in the Middle East I could solve. So
also, the fact that his outsider doesn't immediately despawn is a little bit weird.
Mm-hmm. Now, Robin breaks the windpipe of Hal Jordan. And here's the thing. This is when Batman starts to realize I did this. I was so extreme on Robin, and look what I did. So he gives Green Lantern basically a cricotomy, and then he realizes
Robin, we're supposed to humiliate them, not demolish them.
This is the end for you, my Batman. I had to.
Also, I like the look out, like the half painted kind of thing. It looks
now
so
this look I like. The look of like the yellow paint just cascading down.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you know me. I love a good limited color shot. I mean, some would say I made a whole comic of limited colors.
And then, so what I like about this, this is when Batman's like, I failed. I'm raising this kid wrong. He almost killed Hal Jordan because of what I did. Now, you may be wondering, this Batman lit people on fire and had sex with a hot woman next to people burning.
Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but I don't know if it's this shot or it's better this way, but like this is a Neil Adams suit.
Mm-hmm. For the most part.
It's the Neil Adams colors, at least.
Colors, yes, because Neil Adams did not have that bat logo that he has in this.
Yeah.
So, and then he takes Robin to the graves of his parents and just lets him grieve. He goes, we mourn lives lost, including our own. And then the book ends. There was supposed to be more. And what's kind of funny is Tom King recently said that he was once tapped by DC to complete this series. I'm like, if anyone can write a crazy ass Batman, It's not. No, Tom King would. Tom King writes a good suicidal Batman.
No, I'm sorry. This story is so insane. Only Frank Miller could do it.
Yeah, exactly. And
But
then
you
we
want
get
to
some
know?
cool
Okay,
images.
here's my proposal. If Jim Lee can't do it, you know who I think should do it?
Who?
Ray Capullo.
I could see Capullo doing that.
Because Capullo's art is like either Capullo or Silvestri. Silvestri could definitely do it.
Can you imagine Frank Silvestri doing this?
I mean, he does good Batman, let's be honest. But Greg Capullo and Frank Miller teaming up, that is... Can you imagine a Spawn? I just want Frank Miller to do a Spawn book so bad.
I love this cover. And then there's more covers of Robin. We have some of the character designs. Look at that. Yes. Look at that. Jim Lee is my favorite comic book artist of all time. In fact,
he's on the Mount Rushmore. If there's like a top 5, he's definitely in the upper half.
In fact, that print of Batman and Catwoman was signed by Jim Lee.
So tell me, Jared, please show me out of your entire comic collection, if you have the chance to meet Jim Lee again, show us, what is he going to sign?
Well, he's going to sign, I have a cover from Zack Snyder's Justice League up there that he drew. And
there's one book,
comic.
I think. There's one more. Is it a New 52 book?
So I can get it. It's a DC book. Just give me 1 second.
Is it New 52?
Yes. Oh, I'll also have him sign because I have one of my X-Men #1 covers is signed by Claremont. I'll also have Jim Lee draw it. So let me find it. It's in one of my boxes. I have to find that. Where did I get all these wonderful toys?
Where does he get all these cool toys? So while Jared is doing that, I'm going to share my final thoughts on this book.
Yeah,
like I said before, I think it's like a so bad it's good kind of thing, except it's so bad it's awesome. Like it's kind of like so hilarious. Like, yes, that's what I wanted you to show.
Do you want to full screen it?
Actually, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let me all right.
And then if I ever get Jeff Johns' his autograph, it's going to be on this too.
Yes. He'd happily sign that too, I imagine.
Sure he would. And then I'll subtly drop hints to Jim Lee saying, if you brought back Super Wonder, sales would improve.
So once you get it signed by both Jim Lee and Jeff Johns, are you going to get that issue graded?
Probably. I would imagine so.
Because, I imagine, that issue is probably important to you, the cover. I think that would be something you pay to have graded.
Yeah, exactly. And then I would have 2 Superman and Wonder Woman things graded. My first one being this, signed by Charles Sewell.
Yeah.
But anyway,
so I give this a 8.5, 9 out of 10, kind of that range. Jared, what are your final thoughts and what's your rating?
So this is one of the most crazy Batman books I have ever read. Now, I'm going to grade this twofold. Art, 11 out of 10. It's Jim frickin' Lee in his prime. Writing, for sheer entertainment value, it's a 10 out of 10. For Batman,
critical.
For critical, I would give it probably 8.5 to 9.
Objectively speaking, it's a very 5 or a 6 in terms of writing.
Yeah, in terms of that, in terms of entertainment value, it's also 11. But in terms of actual writing, yeah it's a 5 or a 6.
But it's kind of has a certain charm to it, and it's earnest, and it definitely falls into that so bad it's good category.
So it's like the Captain Marvel of DC books.
All right.
What's better?
So
What's better, this or Pacific Rim 2?
They never made a Pacific Rim 2.
Yes, they did. It's called Uprising.
Nope. That never happened. That was a rumored movie. I think there was a fan film
starring John Boyega and Scott Eastwood.
It was a very well funded fan film.
Okay.
But there was never an official continuation of Pacific Rim, sadly.
Yeah, there was.
So we're gonna wrap up here. Jared, where can people find you, and what do you got going on?
You can find me at Comics League JT, all the usual Comics League stuff, all down there. I just, at the time of this recording, I just uploaded the next Super Wonder Legacy episode where Britt and I go in depth about how Superman is held back by nostalgia. That's fun. This week, I'm going to be releasing a commentary video on the still crappy Superman suit. And Under Two Capes, we're going to be discussing, what was the topic I put in here? It's going to be talking about, let me see. Where was the one that I put in here? It was, okay, yeah. Well, we're going to discuss how death means absolutely nothing in comics anymore. We'll talk about the death of Superman, the effect that had, the recent time they tried to kill the Justice League in the aptly named Death of the Justice League. We'll talk about Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, probably how that's a marketing stunt. And yeah, and in terms of movie night, we have two options. We're going to do Gotham by Gaslight. If I can get Sam Liu on, I DM'd him. I'll know probably by midweek. If we can't, we're going to start a watch. My picks for until we get through them is going to be all the Tomorrowverse movies.
So by the time this goes live, Jared should know. So keep an eye on his Twitter. So that we know for certain. As for myself, this goes live on Wednesday. Hope you all enjoyed Tuesday's stream, which by this point I have not done yet. Hopefully the House of Dragon stream goes well. Let's see here. We got Friday Night Frenzy. We're reviewing Independence Day. Another kind of like so bad it's good movie. We've got Melee K is coming back to the Frenzy. Saturday, we're going to be doing some more Witcher 3-ing. And yeah. So this has been Nick from the Phoenix Press. And tune in next week for more ComixWatch action. Remember, I can only show you the door. Wonder Bad is canon.